could have a whole separate conversation regarding your experience over Afghanistan. I'm going to ask you one quick question. I mean,
Sure.
how challenging was, I mean, not to get into any type of political or sort of
Yeah.
military side of things, but, you know, there must be some real challenges there where you're dealing with, you know, completely different cultures. You know, obviously you've got your language here as well. There's a lot of historical
Yeah. Baggage.
baggage. You know, that's good. That's the word I was looking for. So
Yeah.
that must have been, you know, a great experience for you, just to be able to obviously first of all understand it and then be able to navigate through it.
Yeah. And it was definitely a big developmental experience. And I think in ways that people often maybe would not assume. And what I mean by that is, I think folks often think about, the Army, and it's this huge organization. It's like the biggest, company you could work for. And they think that it must be very hierarchical and rigid, and in many ways it is. But my experience on deployment was, I was, as a young lieutenant, um, the senior American representative in basically a county of Afghanistan, and responsible for leading not just the soldiers there, but also interacting with our counterparts, like I
Right.
described. And I was, really had the ability to figure it out for myself. And so I think that also was a big learning for entrepreneurship, is that there was just a lot of ambiguity. We had our mission, we had our guidance, we knew the commander's intent, but every village was different from the other one. It's almost like a different country when you
Oh
go a
wow,
couple
wow. And
miles.
how far apart were those villages? I mean, a few
Couple,
miles or?
yeah, a couple of
Oh wow,
miles.
okay, right.
And so you have to like understand each of those individual ones. And so in order to be actually effective, the military did have to be pretty to delegate. And so, the experience that I had was that, I wasn't off there going rogue by any stretch of the imagination, but, minute to minute, there was a lot that I had to figure out on my own with not a lot of information. And so that was definitely also a huge developmental experience, and valuable to being an entrepreneur.